too high. Some shit. Okay. We straight now. What's up, YouTube? God damn. It's your boy Coin back with another reaction video, man. But this video we got Why Our Men Are Weaker Than Ever by the man himself, Moon. So what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Uncle Coin back with another reaction video, man. As you see, we got Why Men Are Weaker Than Ever by your boy Moon. I ain't finna wait too much of your time. If you make it to the end of the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into it.
Bitch, I'm tryna fuck you right. Hot ass bitch, I'm tryna smash you right.
What do we have here? You may kiss my boots.
Oh, what the fuck? I never do no shit like that. Nah, that's just outrageous. Boy just got hurt on the rats and he kissed her feet. Boy, you gotta be on your last leg, boy.
I used to know this guy called Ryan. We were 16 when we first met, and to be honest, I thought he was a nice, genuine guy. We'd all go after college to this wood and smoke and just chill out, and he was one of those really sporty types, you know what I mean, like, always trying to improve, and he genuinely seemed to be doing quite well. The only red flag was that when he wasn't doing something sporty, he incessantly consumed entertainment and social media. I've never seen someone so addicted, constantly wired to his phone watching these endless pixels. See, to him, it was just a part of being informed and keeping up with the times, which is okay. I thought, this guy can do whatever he wants, I probably go on my phone too much as well. But like all unhealthy habits, they eventually catch up with you. So a couple of years later, we kind of stopped talking by this point, but still ran into each other occasionally. He seemed to be looking worse every time I saw him. By now, he had stopped doing sports, and it was horrifying to see the way this constant consumption could destroy a man. His cheeks broke out into deep red acne. They looked like hamburger meat that had been held to the stove at the before and after pics on those meth posters, except he got real fat too.
That's a lot of shit that happened too. People start doing like purposeful shit and start goddamn. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I can't even really talk about it because I went through the same shit my damn self. But we trying to get back right though. But you start doing like stuff that's like way more comfortable and you don't have to work for it. And you like substitute all that for all the stuff. Like you work hard and actually get a sweat burn and like boost your, testosterone and stuff like that. But now you want to substitute that for something way more easier, comfortable. You get gratification right away. And that would hurt. And that would hurt. And that would hurt. And that will hurt your future self every time. Every time, and you don't know it.
He'd squeeze the rolls on his stomach into her face and got carbon.
You gonna look just like that every time.
And they put a brace on his wrist. I grew concerned then because he still wouldn't stop. On the rare occasion I saw him, he was either hidden away behind a screen or even worse, lecturing us about toxic masculinity or some other anodyne crap. It was unbearable. I knew this wasn't the man I met years ago. Just on a gut level, something was wrong, and sure enough, the truth unraveled. The situation was far worse.
Sorry, y'all, got an ad coming.
So one of the last times I saw this guy was at the school reunion. We stopped off at his house for some quick pre-drinks, and after a few drinks, the inhibitions withered, and one of the guys I was with, who knew Ryan well, went onto his computer to look up directions to the reunion. But he didn't just stop there. I turned around and saw him scrolling through Ryan's search history whilst Ryan went for a piss. I didn't want anything to do with this. It was a major dick move and told him not to go through his personal stuff, but in literal seconds, this guy says jackpot. And we see that Ryan has an OnlyFans account. And more than just a simple loving subscription to some e-whore, this guy is tipping these thoughts in the thousands. I totaled to about £1,000 in tips. Bear in mind, this guy only works a part-time job at a cinema. And then, suddenly, Ryan burst through the door. "What the hell are you doing?" he said. He rushed to the computer, pushing this guy off. And this guy nervously said, "Oh, my bad, mate. I'm just, getting you back for looking through my history that one time." And this big argument erupted. And me and my friend just looked at each other and fucked off. But all through the rest of the night, I just couldn't shake off this horrible feeling that this must be more common than I'd imagined. How could I know who was a simp and who wasn't? Where were they hiding? Was I just paranoid? I just couldn't shake off this image of all these simps scattered around the world, submitting their money and soul for a tit pic. An endless line of weasels congregating around their idol Belle Delphine and worship, begging thoughts for recognition, competing with all the other Simps for some hollow message from a girl who probably despises them. Then I realized our society breeds Simps. From childhood, we are monitored on the playground for any misbehavior or boyish tendencies. We are brought up in a bubble of health and safety frameworks. School, the media, celebrities all drop seeds which form our opinions. And if we go to university, nothing much changes except we pay a shit ton for it and end up wired on some psychoactive substance. To escape this, we go online, in which many of our lives pale in comparison to others' perfectly manufactured lives. Seeds of worthlessness and low self-esteem grow in those so consumed by such a life. And when these seeds grow, a crumb of attention from the opposite sex is like sex itself. And when that happens, the simp evolves. More and more, we feel lonelier than ever. There is an epidemic of burnout as people work harder than ever and still struggle to get by, all the while feeling undervalued, underappreciated, and disrespected by their bosses. Boredom is
Like, bro, in school, they do not teach you how to live in the real world, go out and keep striving for something else. If you don't have no career or no specific job you want to do, don't get me wrong, you could be nurses, doctors, lawyers, all type of shit. But what's the point if you ain't one of them? Because you always gonna need them. So for the people that don't want to go to school and want to do like entrepreneur type stuff, you don't really get taught nothing. No taxes, how to file your taxes, how to go out and save money, how to manage emotions. They don't even teach you how to manage your emotion, so you can have a thick skin and you can always strive through anxiety and adversity. That's crazy. But they want to treat us they want to teach us how to sit down and listen to that man talk to us any type of way, or let your boss talk to you any type of way.
pervasive and social mobility is stalled, convincing a majority of millennials they'll never be able to retire, and the pandemic has only made everything so much worse. So is it really any surprise that we see a corresponding rise in simpish behavior in the Ryans of the world as our language, lives, and economic conditions stagnates into a sour clump of low self-esteem? Looking back, I should have known the path Ryan was on. In ancient mythology, the soured, rotten knowledge from the forbidden tree was prophesied to be the catalyst of human decline, when our most private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own, when we think in terms of languages and images which we did not invent, but which were given to us for ulterior purposes, to sell something, an ideology, a belief system, or an OnlyFans. In a basic sense, these biblical stories expressed one core idea: do not eat from the hands of those who sell you a fake and poisonous culture, a culture in which you are denied opportunities for self-expression to show who you really are, so you never get to figure out who you really are, and no one else does either. To put it a bit more clearly, just picture this. If you walk into your bathroom and look in the mirror and you can't see your own reflection, it might cause alarm. But worse, what if everywhere you went, nobody could see you? What if you were completely invisible and barely existed? Well, what you see in the mirror is just a tiny part of who you actually are. In fact, with modern medical advances, we know we can go play Frankenstein. Switch out your face, limbs, organs, and dick and replace them with somebody else's, and you will still be you. You will still have the same memories, personality, and IQ. You will still be Gareth wanking over green double D furries, because the vast majority of who you actually are is on the inside. Your ideas, abilities, humor, and character are only visible to the senses by self-expression. And if those parts of you can't be expressed, do they even exist? When you are denied any opportunity for self-expression, you never get to figure out who you really are, and nobody else does either. So does this mean you walk around worried you might be a ghost because you can no longer communicate you? No. But what you might feel is a profound sense of emptiness. You might ask yourself, why am I even here? Why do I get up in the morning? What am I fighting for? What is the point of my existence? Why is life itself so meaningless? You might feel lonely, even when you're surrounded by...
You go throughout life, you think about it, you go throughout life, a good amount of people go throughout life just not noticing like who they is and who they truly are. But on the outside, like their features and everything, you might think somebody way somebody look way different from their outside than the inside. From the outside, he might look like the meanest person in the world, or she might look like the meanest girl in the world. But in the inside, she the sweetest person ever.
Other people. You feel disconnected. You might feel like you don't actually matter to anybody, as if nobody really cares that you even exist. You aren't dead, but you aren't alive either. You might feel frustrated because you can tell how other people see you based on how they treat you, and you disagree with how they see you, but you don't know how to change that perception. You can tell people think you're dumb when you know you're not. You can tell people think you're lazy when you know you're not, but you have no way to prove them wrong. And because the only way you can see yourself is how other people see you, you might just end up believing them one day. And when we do that, we forgo our own thoughts, we disempower ourselves, we subconsciously believe that we don't matter. And in the act of taking that idea to ourselves, we give everything away to somebody else, to something else. The people most affected by such a mental prison may be undetectable to the common eye, but in the peripheral vision of those looking, a large, ugly cocktail of neglect, frustration, and degeneracy is brewing. A creature in the maw of some world beyond its ken, a horror of horrors, an abomination of man.
On, like, every day I'm going to give you money, and all of my wages are going to go to you all the time, because I think your life's perfect and your life should be so easy, and I shouldn't have any money in my whole life, so I'm going to give you money all the time.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, so your alpha boyfriend is going to be invited to my house, my 3-bedroom house, and you can treat it like it's his own. A stupid white loser does not deserve his own house.
The only cure to the Simps disease is not to worry about Baldafine or anybody.
You heard what that man just said about himself, bro. Bro, you don't have no type of confidence, no self-esteem, no nothing, bro. You just let everybody run over you. You giving the girl money for what? And you said her boyfriend can come over and stay at your house because a loser like you don't deserve a house. What?
Everybody else. Icons are maintained by a toxic shit-brain media system. It's cultural diversion. What is real is you, and your friends, and your associations, your highs, your orgasms, your hopes, your plans, your fears. Reclaim your mind, and get out of the hands of culture engineers who want to turn you into a half-baked moron, consuming in pain for all this crap that's being manufactured out of the bones of a dying world. Don't be a simp. Be a human being.
Let's talk about BetterHelp. If you ever feel anxious, depressed, stressed, overwhelmed.
So that's the end of the video, man. That's how men get weaker from our society coming up through high school and all this and that, and the teachers and all the social, corrections and stuff like that, what you should do and what you shouldn't do, social media, porn, all that. Just get off all that, delete all that, and you should be straight. You should be on your way to becoming more of a man, really. That's what they saying. And I really believe it too. But anyway, like I said, you made it to the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Uncut Coin. I'm out.